did it. Can you feel it? Can you see it? Can you hear it? Well, I'll tell you what, whether you can or you can't, as my man, my boy, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson said on a number of occasions, it doesn't matter because we are here. It is Monday, May 17th, 2021. I am James. You are you. We are here. We are live on Twitch. One of, if not the most unaesthetically pleasing websites on what the kids from the mid-90s up until about the late 90s called the information superhighway, also known as the internet. How was your weekend? Hope it was fine. I'm going to tell you something. I worked all weekend. Every second of the weekend, I was hitting the pavement, walking through the concrete jungle. I'm going to say this right here, right now. I went from doing little to no work to being busy with work. Now, I don't think I want to work anymore. I had an epiphany. I was sitting on a bench in NDG, which frankly has got to be the least attractive neighborhood in Montreal. I was sitting on a bench contemplating everything. I thought maybe the key to life and the key to happiness is never working again a day in your life. But then there's some people out there that say, James, you find something, okay? You find something you love, and you will never work again a day in your life. Now, I'll tell you this. I found something I love. I'm teaching the kids all about the yes and pushing them away from the no buts. We're in a room hours at a time playing grown-up make-believe. And I love it. I love every second of it. But once the end of the day comes, the smoke clears, the dust settles, this voice right here, it's raspy, it's worn out, and it's used up like an old rubber from a midnight cowboy. And the problem lies there. My voice is my gift. My gift to you, the viewer, the audience, the fan base, the loyal customers of At Home. What is this show without my voice? So what I'm going to need to do from here on out is really set up a plan of how to preserve my voice, because these pipes, sure, it's a little crabapple-ish, a little cranky, a little cantankerous, but it's the voice that you have grown to know and love. It is the voice that welcomes you to an hour and change of entertainment every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But for now, for here, we are locked and loaded. We are in it together, and I'm going to do everything in my power to keep this voice as pristine for you, because we, as they say, have a big one on tap, a murderer's row of guests. Who's here tonight? Much later on, Sehar Manji. It is harder to lock Sehar down for this show than it is to go bare knuckle fishing. You think catching a fish with your bare hands is hard? Slipping and sliding up and down all around? You try booking Sehar for a show. But I'll say this much, I see her booked on all these other things. I think, well, is she giving them as much of a hard time as she gives me? These people, these script readings and this and that and the other, they're probably messaging her. They go, hey, Sehar, you want to do our show? She's like, I'm there. I'm in. I got it. It takes me 10 tries to get her once, right? I'm at the bottom of the poll when it comes to Sehar. When it comes to a priority list, I'm not even on the list. I got pushed off the list. Sehar's here tonight, which means you better go buy a lottery ticket because we're all lucky. You know who else is here? A young man, a youngster who goes by the name of Alex Gauthier. Now, every time he's here, as I've mentioned, he is the only person that I prepare questions for, because this guy, you got this old beer guy on this Dos Equis guy, the most interesting man. That guy sucks, man. That commercial sucks. I don't drink beer, but I'm sure his beer sucks too. Why am I talking about this? Because Alex Gauthier is the most interesting man that has ever graced my presence on this show. So I planned questions for him because a guy of his status and stature, he deserves questions planned. But I'll tell you what, I planned questions for everyone tonight. This is the hardest I've ever worked on a show in my life. And trust me, I've been on a lot of shows. It ain't just the Twitch show. I'm an award-winning fringe artist, undefeated at the Montreal Fringe Festival Frankie Awards. I have never been nominated and not won. And I've never planned for any of those shows as much as I planned for this show. I even took a shower before this. Trust me, I stunk. But in addition to that, I almost pooped myself at Metro. So they go hand in hand. I needed a shower. We got a lot of guests tonight. We got a lot to get to, but it is the third week in a row of the open phone lines. Your calls, the number's out there. You just got to do some digging, some searching, and some mining to find it. We're going to be taking calls all night. All of our guests have got questions on tap from me, but not only me, some of our callers. Let's check the lines right now. Okay, we've got 2 full lines, 3 open lines. I don't love that. But let's go to the phone lines. We're going to go to line 2. Line 2, you are on the air. I'm James. Who are you?
Hey, this is Dino. What's going on?
Dino,
this Joe Rogan?
Sorry, say that again?
This is Joe Rogan?
No, it's not Joe Rogan. This is James on At Home with James live on Twitch. Is this a prank call?
No, absolutely not. Joe Rogan's doing a call-in segment. What number is this?
What number? Well, I don't like to give it out on the air.
You don't like to? Oh, okay.
No, we hide it.
Must be very
similar. It's
similar
kind of like
to
an Easter egg.
That Joe's using.
Well, hold on. Dino, where are you calling from tonight?
Calling from Park X, Montreal.
Oh, you're the first time caller from Park X. This is really great. Dino, what's going on tonight, man?
Well, I had a couple of questions about health supplements.
All right. Well, I don't know much about those, but perhaps I can help you on some level. Hit me with it.
I was looking for something to keep me sharp during the day, so I don't. I cut out all the gluten from my diet, and I'm looking for something to give me that extra burst so I can stay concentrated for most of the day.
What about caffeine? Maybe some caffeine pills.
Caffeine pills?
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Or you could just drink a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, maybe an energy drink, something like a Red Bull. Guru is organic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
Anything else tonight, Dino?
That's it. That was my question.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in. Call back anytime. Okay, Dino?
All right. You got it.
All right. We're going to go to our next caller. Let's go to line 5. Line 5, you're on the air. I'm James. Who are you?
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
Hey, this is Marcus. What's going on?
Marcus, where are you calling from tonight, Marcus?
Calling from Point Claire.
Point Claire. You know, we're getting a lot of callers from the West Island area. I don't know what's going on, but I like it. What's going on in Point Claire tonight?
Not much, nice night.
Oh, it's a great night.
In my backyard by my pool having a cerveza.
Okay, what kind of beer are you drinking tonight?
Corona, funnily enough.
All right, you're having a Corona. Awesome. You got any lime wedges in there? You taking
it? Oh, yeah. Got a lime wedge, yeah.
Got a lime wedge. You're not raw dogging it.
That's pretty funny.
You like that one?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
So, Marcus, it must be nice to have a backyard during curfew. It gives you somewhere to go.
That's right, Joe. Yeah.
Yeah. Was there any reason you called in tonight, Marcus?
Yeah, I was wondering who's been your favorite guest on your podcast. You've done so well. You're the #1 podcast, and just wanted to find out what, if you kind of look back at all of it, who your favorite guest was.
Well, this isn't a podcast, though. This is a live stream.
What do you mean?
This is a live stream, and you said I was #1. This show is certainly not popular. So where is it #1?
This is Joe Rogan, right?
No, this is not. This is a second caller in a row. I'm not Joe Rogan. I'm James.
Yeah, because he's doing a call-in segment. Must be a similar number.
Yeah. Maybe you got the lines crossed between my and Joe Rogan's number. No, it's not Joe Rogan. Is there anything else I can help you with tonight? What were you going to ask Joe Rogan? Maybe I can give you a hand.
What's the number for this show?
This show, we don't advertise the number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got a question. I'm looking to improve my kettlebell routine.
Kettlebell routine?
I was wondering.
Looking to get ripped for the summer? You looking to pick up? Marcus?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if you had any tips or new sort of movement dynamic exercises I could add to my repertoire.
Right. Well, I don't use kettlebells in terms of an exercise regime, but what I would say is if you like YouTube kettlebell exercise, are you a beginner, intermediate, expert? What are you looking at here?
I'm probably somewhere between beginner and intermediate.
Okay, so what I would say is kettlebell exercises, intermediate or alternatively beginner, and there's a lot of good resources, a lot of free stuff on YouTube. You know, YouTube is free.
Well, you're technically paying with your viewing advertisements.
Oh, that's okay. So yeah, that I always thought that too.
That's what big tech doesn't want you to know.
Well, I heard people. That's a term I heard people say, so I'm trying to be current.
Okay.
All right. Well, Marcus, anything else tonight?
No.
All right. Well, thanks for the call, and keep things steady in Point Claire.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. That is Marcus from Point Claire. We got time for one more very quick call. Let's go to, okay, line 3 is now lighting up. Line 3, you're on the air. I'm James. Who are you?
Hi. This is Edward.
Hey, Edward, where are you calling from tonight?
I'm calling from Dollard Desarmo.
Listen, another call from the West Island. Okay, what's going on in DDO tonight?
Not much. I'm just chilling in my backyard having a legal joint.
Okay, you're hanging on the back. You're smoking a doobie. That's cool. You listening to any music tonight, or you
I'm
just
smoking
watching
a
the
doobie
show?
with my brother.
Oh, you live with your brother?
Yeah, me and my brother, we share a house.
Awesome. Well, that's unconventional, but that's fun.
Thanks. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we got just a couple moments here. What are you calling in for tonight?
I was wondering what your favorite strain of weed is, Joe.
Sorry, my favorite strain of well, and you call me Joe?
Joe.
Yeah, let me guess. You think I'm Joe Rogan?
Are you not Joe Rogan?
No, I'm not Joe Rogan. I'm James. He's got a podcast that's very successful. I have a live stream that isn't.
Oh.
Well,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
I don't have a favorite strain of weed.
I feel terrible right now.
What's that?
I feel terrible.
No, there's nothing to feel terrible about. Accidents happen all the time. You're looking for my favorite strain of weed. I don't actually smoke, but I'm sure if you, I would say if you maybe go to the SQDC, you probably find someone who can answer your question there better than I certainly could.
Okay.
All right. Anything else tonight, Edward?
I just really want to apologize for calling you the wrong name and calling into the wrong show.
Well, apology accepted.
Oh, great.
All right. Well, thanks for the call, Edward.
No problem.
Great. So far, open phone lines, night 3 off to a disastrous start. So let's quickly move on to our first guest. You know what time it is. It's time for hard-hitting questions. So let's welcome the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour. It is Alex Gauthier. Alex, how's it going, buddy?
Good, yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing well. How's the night treating you tonight?
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. You a fan of Joe Rogan? You seem like a Rogan guy.
No, I hate that guy.
You can tell me. Come on, you can tell me.
No, I mean, there was a while where I was watching UFC.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what's this guy about? And I think I listened to, he was on the Steve Austin podcast, I think, one time.
Right. So you're watching UFC. He's one of the color commentators. So I feel like you for sure would have been a Rogan guy.
No, never got in. Never got it.
Never got in.
I got to Steve Austin, which I feel is like maybe like 1 or 2 levels below maybe.
Yeah.
And,
well, they're both bald.
Yeah, they're both bald. Did Steve Austin ever commentate? I don't think he did.
No, not really. What's going on with your camera there?
It's being attacked by a cat.
All right, so this is another cat appearance on the show. So Alex, let's get into the brass tacks. Last time you were here, you told an absolutely unbelievable story. Story that featured anger, angst, and frustration.
Yep.
How'd you feel coming out of that appearance?
I'd say it's a mix. It was a mixed emotions. Okay. It felt good to get it off my chest.
Yep.
I mean, there's always fear when you work in like a pretty public sphere, as you may know, especially as a teacher. Like, if a student saw that, what would they think? Type thing.
Right. So you were concerned that a student maybe would have learned a little too much about you.
That's it. Yeah.
Right. Well, moving forward, do you think we should maybe blur your face out or give you a fake name?
No, I think it's okay. I didn't get any comments from that time, so
yeah,
I think
which is no shock to me. It's no shock to me, right? We keep things intimate and interactive here. There's a lovely audience right now. If you're just tuning in, I'm James. That's Alex Gauthier. We're about to go through a real list of hard-hitting questions. So, Alex, would you say that it's fair to say you never pull any punches when I ask you these questions? You're always as honest can be.
Never. Before we get to the questions, though, I do have something for you.
Okay.
So
you're not going to expose yourself, are you? Because you've been known to cause a bit of controversy on the show.
No, this first thing actually is probably a little controversial, but
all right,
not a ton. So you asked me the first time I was on if I could get my hands on a shirt that I used to wear as a child.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I went to my parents' place. I grabbed a couple shirts. and I got two for you right here. I got one
right.
from my elementary school days
Yep.
that I still can't believe that my parents let me wear.
Okay, so we're gonna see
Um,
some shirts here from Alex's younger days.
That's it. That's it. So here we go. Here's the first one. So this I bought at a camp, at a sleepaway camp with scouts.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to tell me what this looks like to you.
Okay, so we've got Camp Jackson Dodds. You want to bring that shirt just a little bit closer? I assume we're going to be looking right at the middle here.
I'm trying to
Well, yeah,
aim
it I mean, it looks like maybe a penis with some testicles.
Yep.
Yep.
That's not, I don't think that's what it's meant to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that Camp Dodds was not trying to promote penis and testicle shirts.
I don't think so, no.
You really like when I say that, don't you?
Dude, yeah, I'm enjoying
Yeah.
it. I think this is meant to be some kind of pine leaf or something.
Yeah, it's definitely a pine leaf. It looks like frankenbeans.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. But so I wore this in 6th grade.
Yep.
And then recently, when I pulled it back out, my mom was like, "Oh my God, haven't seen that shirt in a while."
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at it, I had never realized. And I was like, "How did you let me wear this?" And she was like, "Well, me and your dad thought it was kind of funny, but we didn't want to like discourage you or make you
Sure.
feel bad."
Right, which is nice having supportive parents of
For
your
sure.
clothing and fashion choices. Okay.
For sure. But I mean, I can understand my parents.
Yeah.
What I can't understand is people charging $25
Mm-hmm.
to I guess I must have been 10, 11 years old
Yeah.
for a shirt with a badly camouflaged.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question right now, and you can
Yeah.
say no, but I hope you don't. Can you try and put that shirt on right now?
I can. Would you prefer I go outside the camera to put it on?
Well, I suppose this is what you prefer, right? Are you comfortable with being shirtless in front of your camera?
Yeah, I don't mind, but I don't want to.
Well, for someone who's a little worried about his students seeing this program, you seem pretty eager to take your top off.
All right, I'm gonna
All right, so
take
here we
my
go.
headphones off
Take
first.
the headphones off. So this is the first time. Yeah, go for it. It's the first time anyone has ever taken their shirt off on the show. Got it's like a C. Montgomery Burns tuft of hair on his chest. He's putting the shirt on. Fits rather well.
Yeah,
all right.
a
So
little tight.
Yeah, it's a little tight, but how old were you when you first came into ownership of this shirt?
Like I said, probably like 10, 11 years old.
So a shirt that you had as a young boy still fits you fairly well.
Yep.
All right. Now you said you had another gift?
And it's another shirt.
Okay.
I'll just be straight up. This one is from my high school days, and I don't know if it's more shameful.
Okay.
So here, we'll go with the front first.
Yep.
So we got Como Pizzeria.
Yep.
And this little website right here, National St. Cat, which is a nice big car show, which prepares you for the back, which looks a little something like this.
Wow. Okay. So, Alex, I'm going to ask you another question. Would you feel comfortable putting this shirt on, but wearing it backwards so we see the shirt, like the car part of the shirt? Awesome.
All right. On top of this one, or
what do you think works best?
I'm going to take this one off because it's tight.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, go for it. Now, I gave him the option to leave that one on, but it sounds like he really wants to be shirtless. Well, that's fine. I have no issue with that, right? I'm not one of these people who shames the human form. You want to show it off? You do as you wish. You want to keep it undercover? You do as you wish. So, yeah, this really is doing it for me. So, what does the text say? Does it say Dodge?
Yeah, it's a Dodge Challenger.
Okay, so Alex, I'm really glad that this is the first time anyone's brought some artifacts that they've unearthed. Now, what I want to do is ask you one final time before we begin. Are you ready for these questions? And are you not going to pull any punches? We have to legally ask.
No pulling, and I'm ready.
All right, no pulling, and he's ready. So, Alex, let's begin. So last time you were here again, you told a lot of shocking stories. And what it made me think of was that maybe perhaps at times you've been a bit of a bad boy. So my first question is, would you consider yourself to be rebellious?
Not particularly. I think that, like, I'm the type of person as a kid who would listen to like emo music maybe and
Well, like who?
um
Good Charlotte, maybe?
no. I don't like I
Listening to maybe a Headley?
who was the who's the band I've been listening to recently? Oh, 3 Days Grace. I would
3
watch their
Days Grace.
yeah, I would
Okay.
watch their music videos.
And now you mentioned you've gone back to 3 Days Grace.
I have, yeah.
All right. Okay. So you wouldn't consider yourself particularly rebellious.
No.
All right. My follow-up question is, as a young man, did you ever act out in defiance, maybe towards a teacher or an authority figure, or possibly your parents?
I can't think of one instance of a teacher. We had this teacher. His name was Mr. Potter.
Mr. Potter. Okay. Let me guess. You were calling him Harry Potter.
Not even. No.
All right.
It's probably a pretty. Anyway, this is not a. I don't know if this is a great story. So I'm
Look,
gonna.
Alex, it doesn't matter, right? This is
All
the
right.
truth, and you're entitled to it, and I want to hear about it.
So Mr. Potter was known for being like a young teacher. So he was like a young, cool, hip teacher.
How old are we talking here?
Probably like our age now.
Okay.
I'd say between 27 and 35.
So he's the new kid in town.
That's it. That's it.
Was he a good-looking guy?
Yeah, I would say so. Like a lot of the girls had crushes on him, like pretty openly.
All right. What do you mean when you say openly?
Well, like I think I remember a student saying that she had a crush on him and like being open about it.
She was open to him about it, or open to her classmates?
Classmates, I believe.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. And he was telling a story about the time that his bicep, like he hurt his bicep and it separated from his arm.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like that, and it made me squeamish. So I think I just yelled something out in the middle of class, and like made a scene.
He was telling a story about how he injured himself, and you didn't like it. So you yelled. Now you say you yelled something out. What do you mean something? Was it a noise or a word? You say the F word or the S word?
No, I think I just like probably said something dumb and obnoxious, like that's what she said or something.
So he was saying, I tore the bicep off of my arm, and you said that's what she said.
Yeah, and he couldn't deal with that.
Right. So Mr. Potter lost his cool.
He did lose his cool, yeah.
So what happened? Did he throw you out in the hallway?
Yep. And I went outside and I finished. We had been reading Of Mice and Men for an English class.
Right.
So I spent the rest of the science class outside reading Of Mice and Men.
Well, okay. So you had an outburst in class. Did he sit you down after, and he said, Alex, I can't have that in class?
Nope. He just I think maybe 20 minutes or so later, he welcomed me back into class.
Okay, so he gave you a second chance. Now, did you resent him for that? Like, this guy's just so nice, he gives me a second chance. Did it make you want to act out in anger again?
I don't think so. I don't think there were. I don't know. I don't think so. I think that was pretty much it.
Let's say, where do you think is the most likely place you might ever run into Mr. Potter again?
Probably if I went like back to the West Island, like at a grocery store or something.
Let's say you ran into him and he recognized you. Do you think you would ever apologize for that, or you just let sleeping dogs lie?
I would. If he brought it up, I would apologize.
So you think if he was harboring resentment towards it,
yeah,
you would apologize?
Yeah, like if he said it really hurt my feelings when you said whatever you said. I don't remember what it was.
Right.
When I was talking about ripping my bicep off.
Okay, so that's again a story of bad behavior. It sounds like you dabbled with bad behavior in high school. Can I ask you, have you participated recently in anything that you might consider bad behavior? And of course, we're not going to count you taking your top off online.
Trying to think.
You run any stop signs? Maybe you're kissing in a parking lot, loitering, litter.
Loitering, definitely. I've definitely been loitering a lot lately because there's nothing much to do.
Yeah.
But here's one. Recently, I pulled my car over, and this isn't even going to be. This is again going to be pretty anticlimactic. And this guy, I was just sitting in my car. I mean, I just zoned out. I was coming back from. Oh, actually, I'm missing it. I was striking all last week. That was something I was doing.
You were on strike.
We are on strike, yeah.
Yeah.
I say
Okay.
we because my partner is also in the same profession and she was
Sure.
also on strike.
Okay.
And I was sitting in my car with my engine turned on, just like
Yeah.
I think I was just it's on
Which is bad for the environment.
It is. I'm not saying it's a good thing to do, and I've certainly been tempted to tell people to turn their engines off. And this
What do you
guy
mean,
just
like when you're walking by them.
yeah, and well, that's what happened. Is a guy walked by and told me to turn my engine off, and I
And then you screamed, and then he kicked you out of the parking lot. You had to go sit and read a book.
That's it. That's it.
All right.
Exactly.
So that's the bad behavior that you participated in. You left your engine on in a parking lot.
Like well, outside my apartment, so on the,
All right.
not even a parking lot, a street.
Okay. Now I have a question. I don't want to incriminate you. So if there's anyone you want to take a pass on, this is one. Have you ever willingly committed a crime? Right? You ever shoplift, vandalize, maybe kiss in a
No.
parking lot?
I've definitely kissed in a few parking lots.
You.
A few,
Which
yeah.
now are we talking grocery stores, malls, pharmacies?
Mostly parking lots.
So the parking lot that's adjacent to a park. Okay.
Right.
Now, well, can I ask how hot and heavy was this kissing? Right? So hot that it should be considered illegal?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how many details do you want here? Like, do we?
Well, okay. Well, it sounds like you have a penchant for kissing in parking lots affiliated to parks.
Yeah.
Why parks? Is that part of your pattern?
Usually it's just because they're further away from houses. So, like, the idea is if you don't want to get spotted, you're gonna want to go somewhere where there's.
And presumably you know the people you're kissing, right? This
Yes.
isn't okay. You're not just going into parks looking for people to kiss. Just to be clear, right?
Yeah.
All right.
No, I know the person beforehand. This has been discussed. We're like, we're not going to go back to either of our places.
We're going to go to a parking lot beside the park, and we're going to kiss so hot that it's going to be illegal almost.
That's it.
All right. Now, what would you say if local authorities knocked on your window and said, "Sir, you want to roll down that window?" Let's say an officer says, "What are you doing tonight, sir?" What would you say to that?
I guess I would probably just hanging out over here.
Well, it doesn't look like you're hanging out, sir. What's going on in the car?
I don't know. We were discussing some stuff, just going over some details.
Yeah. About what? Are you guys coworkers or?
In a sense, yeah.
In a sense.
Like we're going towards the same goal, we're working on a project and we both want to get there as fast as we can.
Well, yeah, it looks like you're doing a lot of hard work because when I walked by, you guys were let's just say you weren't doing any paperwork. Looked like you were playing tonsil hockey.
Well, that's part of our job.
All right, yeah. You funny guy? Right? Now let's be honest, Alex. Would you be that much of a as parents would say, a smart mouth with a police officer?
No, probably not.
Would you say that you would admit to the kissing?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You don't care. All right. So, I'm starting to think that we've got more of a bad boy here than we ever really realized. Right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just learning about my own bad boy ways.
Right. Now, would you say you prefer kissing indoors or outdoors?
I've certainly kissed, I think, more outdoors at this point in my life.
Right. You've done more kissing outdoors than indoors?
I would venture to say so, yeah.
All right. Let's move on to our next question. So, again, you say as much as you want to say. Alex, have you ever acted out in frustration in a way that perhaps you regretted later on or maybe looked back on with a lot of maybe embarrassment?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to share about that? Maybe you acted out towards your parents. You maybe shoved your dad a little bit. He fell into a patch of flowers.
I have yelled at my dad a few times.
All right. Did you feel bad afterwards?
Or
did he deserve it?
No, I think he deserved it at the time.
Right. Yeah.
I've also had, I think I've spoken about this. I've certainly had episodes of road rage.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever threatened anyone. I can remember one time there was a guy who cut me off on a motorcycle and then brake checked me. and I called him a complete jackass, and then he.
Now, can I ask you, were those the words that you used?
I'm not sure. I think I probably spoke to him in French, so I
Right.
probably called him a sans dessin,
Right. Okay.
which is a great insult.
Sure.
I'm not in
Yeah.
English. It like to Anglophones, it doesn't
Yeah.
mean anything.
Now, did this person hear you?
Oh yeah.
And did you feel bad about it after the fact?
Yeah, because
Okay.
he kept going, and he's like, "What are you gonna do about it?" And I was like, "Nothing." And he's like, but I told him, I was like, but acting like that,
Hmm.
and this is gonna get bad actually, because I
Right.
said, acting like that,
Yeah.
you're gonna do that to a truck one day,
Right.
and then
You said that to him,
I did, yeah,
basically implying it's going to happen to a truck and you might lose your life.
yeah.
All right. So you kind of, in some ways, you scared him straight in a lot of ways.
I don't think I did. I don't think
No,
he
you think
gave
he's
a
still
shit.
out there? You still think he's still out there being reckless?
I think so, yeah.
But you felt bad after. I'm interested in that.
Yeah, because I think it was just like a high emotion, and like you get
Right.
that like crash after.
Yeah. Your hands are shaking on the wheel.
Yeah.
You can't think straight, right?
Yeah.
And then later on the day when you're relaxing in the bath, it starts coming back to you.
And like, why'd I do that? Like, that was dumb. Like, he's not gonna learn anything. I should have
Yeah.
just taken a deep breath and like
Right.
pulled over if I needed to, and just
Yeah.
moved on with
Kiss
my
in a
life.
parking lot, maybe.
Yeah, kiss someone in a parking lot. Find
Yeah.
ask someone,
Yeah.
go out.
Yeah, you
Hey,
want to ask them.
anyone want to kiss right now?
Yeah. Well, okay. I have one more question before we take it to the phone lines. Tonight we've been exploring kind of your rougher side.
Mhm.
Alex, what's something that is part of what we would maybe say the softer side of you that people might not know?
Softer side of me.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the specific thing. I feel like I have revealed a lot of the like softer side stuff
Yep.
on the show already. We're talking about like Shania Twain stuff, my love for the guest that will be coming on later knows this about me, is that I love female singers who harmonize together.
Right. So like Dixie Chicks.
Dixie Chicks, local indie band, Motel Raphael.
Mhm.
I can't think. Those are,
Alex, let's just put it out there. You like the ladies.
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Right. You got a soft spot for the female kind.
Yes, yeah.
That's fine. You like when they sing, it's like angels.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Now, do you think had it still been in circulation, would you have gone to Lilith Fair?
I don't know what that is. What is
The
that?
Lilith Fair in the 90s was an all-female music festival, open air. So in the same vein as Heavy Montreal or Osheaga, things like that, this was Lilith Fair. There was Sarah McLachlan, the Indigo Girls. It was all female performers.
I think maybe because like I've never been to an outdoor music festival because I find it intimidating to be in a crowd. Even
well, imagine if it was Lilith Fair.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's it. But if I imagine Sarah McLachlan fans, maybe they're rowdier than I think. But if I'm
right. What if you knew going in it was going to be nothing but calm and peaceful?
I'm down. I'm in.
Right. Okay. All right. Alex, you want to take some phone line questions?
Yeah, I'd be down.
All right. We have full phone lines 1 through 5. What line do you want?
Give me phone line 4.
Phone line 4 it is. Line 4, you're on the air. That's Alex. I'm James. Who are you?
Hey, this is Johnny from Kirkland.
Johnny from Kirkland. Another call from the West Island. Johnny, what's going on in Kirkland tonight?
Not much, just chilling in my backyard, having a beer by the pool.
You're in your backyard too.
Yeah.
A lot of people are having a good time in the backyard tonight. You have a question for Alex?
I do. Alex, I was wondering if we can get another look at that other shirt of yours.
Oh, the Camp Jackson Dodds one? Here we go.
Yeah. You mind putting it on?
Oh, putting it on. Are you trying to get me to take off my shirt, Johnny?
No. Maybe.
Well, Johnny, it sounds like you are.
I just want to see one more time.
You want to see the shirt, or you want to see him take his shirt off and put that one on?
I want to see him in the shirt.
Right. Okay. Well, Alex, do you feel comfortable doing that?
All right. I'll indulge. It's clearly a fan, so.
Yeah. Look, anything for the fans. So Alex is now taking off his car show t-shirt that he has been wearing backwards as per my request. Now he's putting on this Camp Jackson Dodds.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Okay, Johnny, let's relax, okay?
I'm just saying, it looks good.
Yeah. All right, so you want to repeat that to Alex, what you just said, Johnny from Kirkland?
Yeah, you look good.
Thank you.
No
What's your
problem.
favorite part about the shirt, Johnny?
I like the little picture.
Yeah, Alex, you want to show that picture off one more time? Yeah, what do you think about that?
That's the one.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, Johnny, anything else?
It's almost too much to handle.
Yeah, Johnny, how many beers have you had tonight?
I'm number 2.
Number 2. Okay. Right?
Hey, Alex.
What?
You ever listen to Haim?
I feel like probably on the radio, but never.
Yeah, you might like them. Yeah.
You might like them.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check them out.
All right.
Nice.
So any more recommendations, Johnny from Kirkland?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, thanks for calling. Have a
I
good
got
rest
what
of the
I
night.
wanted.
Yeah. Well, Alex, I'm sorry about that. Let's see if we can come back from that one. Once again, we got lines 1, 2, 3, and 5.
Let's say 2.
Say 2. Line 2, that's Alex. I'm James. Who are you?
Hey, this is Steve from Bay d'Urfé.
Steve from Bay d'Urfé. I'm sensing a theme here tonight. What's going on in Bay d'Urfé tonight, Steve?
Not much. Just chilling by my pool, having a beer.
You're okay. What kind of beer?
It's a Moosehead.
Moosehead. All right. You got a question for Alex tonight?
With a little lime in it.
Awesome. You got a question for Alex?
Yeah, I've got a question about outdoor kissing.
All right. Well, yeah, we touched on that earlier. What do you want to know about outdoor kissing? We've got obviously a legend of the scene.
How do you prevent dirt from getting on your lips?
Wow.
Well, there's a couple different ways. So a chapstick is always a good way. If you put
chapstick prevents dirt.
Well, so no, hear me out.
All right. All right. I'm here for it.
So, I'm listening.
So you put it on your lips, but also around your lips, right?
Okay.
So like a little bit further. It creates a bit of a barrier. So it'll like it will get around like on.
Wait, chapstick is sticky. So wouldn't that encourage dirt?
Yeah, but the lips are rubbing together, so it's creating like a polished surface. But it's sticking to the around. Like you will get a little bit around. Like it's just not on your lips.
Right. So he asked, how would you avoid? And you've created a plan that encourages. Steve, I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You know what I would suggest? Look, I've never kissed in a park in my life, if you can believe that. Steve, you believe that?
No.
All right. You know how I would avoid getting dirt on my lips?
How's that?
Yeah, maybe don't kiss while laying down beside dirt.
You're doing it wrong.
All right. Well, I'm doing it wrong. All right. Well, Steve, anything else?
It sounds like you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, maybe I am doing it wrong. Maybe I should take Goat's advice. Steve, thanks for the call.
I'll try the chapstick. Thank you.
Wait, you're going to try the chapstick?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for the call, Steve.
I just hate getting dirt on my lips.
Yeah. Steve, thanks for the call.
Okay.
That's Steve from Bay d'Urfé. A lot of calls from the West Island tonight. Alex, before we let you go, anything you want to say to the viewers? Because sometimes, we bring the guests on. Maybe at times they're misunderstood. Anything you want to say to the people who are still getting to know you?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're highlighting specific things. So if you ever do meet me in real life, feel free to come and talk to me.
Yeah.
It's
if it's in the park, it's safe.
That's it. Exactly.
Awesome. Well, Alex, you know what? Some people say that you're a good guy. I don't disagree. But sometimes I tell him you're wrong. He's a great guy.
Oh, thank you.
Like that?
Yeah, I do like that.
Awesome. Alex, thanks for being here. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Yeah, talk to you soon.
All right. That is Alex Gauthier, a man who is nothing but truthful. Before we bring our next guest in, we're going to go back to the phone lines. We are back to full phone lines. So you know what? Let's begin where you should. Line 1. I'm James. Who are you?
Hey, this is Randy.
Randy, where are you calling from, Randy?
I'm calling from Senneville.
Senneville. Was not expecting that.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. It wasn't a criticism.
Oh, okay.
Well, Randy, you sound like a real rough and tough customer. I got a bit of a rough voice tonight too. You got any tips on how to handle that?
You have hulls, lime,
No, I don't have any hall. I have
the
no
lime
lozenges.
hulls.
So specifically the lime ones.
Yeah, citrus helps your throat.
All right, so I'll write that down. What are you calling in for tonight, Randy?
I wanted to know
Mm-hmm.
who I should call if I have a ghost in my house.
Who you should call? You have a ghost?
In
I
my
don't know.
house.
I don't know. The Ghostbusters.
Oh, good idea.
I'm gonna dump this call. Okay, that was maybe our first prank call in the history of the show. I'm gonna tell you what. For years, I listened to the radio. I would love when there would be prank calls. Now I'm the victim of one. I don't like it. Feels like I got a wedgie. Let's go to line two. Line two, you're on the air. I'm James. Who are you?
Hi, this is Ashley.
Ashley. Okay, where are you calling from tonight?
I'm calling from Beaconsfield.
Beaconsfield. All right, let me guess. Are you in your backyard having a beer in the pool?
I'm in my backyard. I'm by the pool, but I'm having a cocktail.
Having a cocktail. What are you drinking tonight, Ashley, from Beaconsfield?
I'm drinking a daiquiri of all things.
All right. Well, are you enjoying the summer weather, Ashley, from Beaconsfield?
Yeah, it's nice. It's a beautiful
Awesome.
night.
Well, what are you calling in for tonight, Ashley?
I just wanted to say that I really am enjoying the show,
Thank you.
and I was a bit concerned about the last guest.
Why is that?
His stories about kissing in a park.
Yeah. What about them?
They were a little scandalous.
Right. They were provocative, weren't they?
Yeah.
Well, look, people have the places that they kiss, the places that they don't kiss. Alex just likes to kiss in the park. It's romantic for him, right? What was so salacious about that for you, Ashley?
Well, he claims he's kissed more outdoors than
Right.
indoors.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. That threw me through a loop, right?
Like, that's weird. No,
It's a little weird. He lives with someone as well.
a partner, right?
Yeah, a partner.
So do they go outside?
Look, I didn't ask. Sometimes things are better left unsaid.
It just gave me a sort of unsettled vibe.
Right. You found it unsettling. Look, Alex doesn't pull any punches when he calls him. I'm sorry if you found that a little bit much, right? Is there anything?
But I do have a question for you, James.
Sure.
In terms of kissing outside,
Mhm.
how do you prevent getting dirt on your lips?
How do I prevent getting dirt on my lips? Yeah, I'm going to give you the same answer I gave earlier to Steve, and that is don't kiss near dirt on the ground.
Oh,
But some say put lipstick on your lips and around your mouth.
oh, okay.
It sounds like that one appeals to you.
Yeah, I like that.
You like that one?
Yeah, I like that. I have too
All right,
much
well,
lipstick
look,
at home.
I'll tell you what, you go down to a park, you might find some takers, Ashley.
Okay, I'll do my best. I'll call in when I find out.
Yeah, give us an update. Thank you, Ashley. Have a good rest of the night in Beaconsfield.
All right, thank you.
All right, that is the calls for now. We're going to welcome our next guest. Before we do that, just a reminder, this upcoming Wednesday, 9 p.m., it is the final birthday episode. I've said that time and time again, but this one is the last one. Andy Asaf celebrates his 46th birthday this Wednesday, 9 p.m. Who's going to be here? It's a surprise. You got to tune in and find out. Let's do it. It's time for our next guest. She is so difficult to get on this show, but when she's here, it's great. More hard-hitting questions in just a second. Let's welcome Sehar Manji to the show. Sehar, how's it going?
Good. I'm not hard to get. I'm just always tired.
Yeah. Well, that's we're all tired, right?
Yeah.
No, we're all tired. But you know what? I have a suspicion that you'd maybe say yes to other things. If someone says, hey, you want to go kiss in a park, buy some dirt, you'd be like, I'm in.
I'd be more discerning. Which park? How much dirt?
Yeah. All
what's
right.
the weather?
Right. So if it hits on the park that you like and the amount of dirt that you deem appropriate, you're fine.
Yeah, lying down, standing up. Lying down
Right.
is more likely because I could just fall asleep. So
Yeah, great. Which everyone loves when they're putting the smooches on someone, they fall asleep. Then it quickly turns into an episode of Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
Yeah.
Sehar, you saw that I put Alex through the ringer, as I do every time. Questions that you have to answer. Nothing but truth, full truth. Sehar, I have also prepared a series of questions for you because, for the most part, you and I have known each other for getting on 10 years. I would say it's fair to say we don't know a lot about each other outside of surface things, right? I know that you are a performer. You're a little neurotic. You know that I'm dangerously handsome and skilled, right? We know that sort of thing. But I really
yeah.
want to dig deep.
Okay.
You prepared for that?
Yep.
A little nervous? A little scared?
So nothing's off limits. Like I can't.
Look, I'm going to ask you what I ask Alex. Are you ready to not pull any punches?
Yeah.
You know, at the end of this, you might feel a weight lifted off your shoulders.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. So at the tail end of this, we're also going to take some calls. Sarah, we're going to make it nice and simple. How would you describe your childhood?
Honestly, I think it was good objectively. It was good. No, it was good. My experience was good, but it
Yep.
was also all I knew. So I'd say all things considering, it was a good childhood. I was very loved.
Mm-hmm.
It's only when I look back in hindsight that there's things that were not ideal. There's I don't know, there's conditioning. There's being so sheltered. There's I don't know how to ride a bike. Like there's things, I don't know if the word, it's not regrets because there's things that were not in my control.
You feel like you had a sheltered childhood, maybe a little smothered, maybe?
Yes, but not in that sense exactly. It was literally sheltered. Like I was literally kept at home because of my dad, right? Because he kidnapped me when I was younger. So I couldn't leave the house because there's no such thing as restraining orders.
Yeah.
So I basically was at home all the time, and
Right.
I didn't get to learn how to ride a bike or play with the kids outside because
Yeah.
he lived not far from us.
Well, you know what's interesting is that moments ago I made a joke about this could turn into an episode of Special Victims
Yeah.
Unit. You talk about being kidnapped, and it was a real life Special Victims Unit.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. But then everything else, like my mom did her best. I had like even though we had like floors that didn't have matching tiles or the plates didn't,
Sure.
like, I think what I used while I was in it, I was like, I wish I had someone else's life. When I look back on it, I'm like, there was peace, there was love, there was.
It's what shapes us.
But our house was so warm and welcoming. Like people loved being there.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'd rather have a loving parent than have $1 million mansion that's just cold and
Yeah.
distant. Like, yeah, there was aspects to it. There's things that I wish I had experienced. I think it's more.
What would you have wanted to experience? Maybe a pool in Beaconsfield?
Yeah, that. But I think even just more in terms of behaviors, less fear, more just more carefreeness. I wish that I didn't grow up so fast. I wish I didn't know about stress and finances and burdens when I was 7. Like I wish I had the
You were one
playful.
of those little old lady kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, naturally, yes, but even like mentally, I'm like, I wish I had my full childhood. I wish I was
Yeah.
I wish I was a little reckless.
Yeah.
I wish I rebelled. I didn't ever rebel.
You know who else felt that way?
You.
Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you're saying you didn't know how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
Do you know how to ride a bike currently?
No.
Is there any desire to learn how to ride a bike?
Sometimes when I'm
Right.
standing on the street corner and they pass by me.
All right. Well, let me ask you, what has stopped you? You're in a city of bike-loving bikers. Sehar, tell me.
I think so. Just thinking about it, it's the number, the possibility of even accidents. And I know with the
Sure.
helmet, it's fine, but just the drivers. But it's it's something to do with my connection with my brain and my body.
Mhm.
It's the trust that I don't have. It's like almost like with even like skating. I don't know how to skate. I've been like 2 or 3 times, but I just
Yeah.
cannot balance. And
Yeah.
it's the fear of.
We got to find you someone that's going to put you at ease.
I am hard to teach for this specific thing. I was
You
hoping.
know who else was hard to teach? Michael
Who?
Jackson. You wanna know
Yeah,
why?
I
Because
actually.
he was a child and he couldn't go to school.
Well, I need to
Hard to
find
teach.
a dad who's gonna teach his kid
Yeah.
So I'm hoping David, when David teaches Molly how to ride a bike, I
David
will
Kaufman, we're
just
talking about here, not David Boreanaz or.
him too. If he has a kid and he's in Montreal, sure. But
All
if
right, I want to find you a surrogate father.
yes, but I would like to learn with another child. I
right.
don't want to bear
You
the
say now this is interesting. You said, Sehar, you said another child. Now, is it possible you still look at yourself as a child?
This part of me has not grown up. Yes, this
Right.
part of me has not gotten on the wheels into adulthood.
Yeah.
But it would just be helpful to distribute the feedback and the lessons between two people or
Right.
more.
Yeah.
Versus just all the attention on me, because
All
it's
right.
yeah.
Well, Sehar, we're gonna move on to our next question. We're gonna skip ahead here a little bit. Take us through what was going on in teen Sehar's mind at the ripe age of 16.
16
Yeah.
I had just switched to a new high school.
Yeah.
I was dreading
What
it.
was the high school called?
So the first one I went to was Premier Academy, but then I switched to the Aga Khan Academy because they had the IB program.
Yeah.
It was a strange feeling. At least the previous school, which was again
Yeah.
very strange to be in, was they were Indian, but they were not Ismaili. So I was like, okay, I'm like brand new. I don't know any of these people.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to this school, I knew them by face. I probably knew them when I was very young, and then there was this giant disconnect, and I'm like, oh my god, I belong, but I also don't.
Yeah, you were the new kid.
Yeah, new kid, but also not, because I know how the dynamics of the community work, and I know what status and all that, and it was dreading that. That was when the bullying was severe, because at this point,
now you're talking, you were the bully, right?
no, I was bullied.
All right, you were bullied.
This was when I had the wrong pants. I had like the uniform.
What do you mean the wrong pants?
So everyone got their pants tailored. All the girls got their pants tailored, and they were like nice and fitted and bell-bottomed and everything. What my mom did was, the simplest thing to do was, we went to the school uniform store. We got a pair of standard pants, which were like boy pants.
Yeah.
And then we tapered them at my waist, and we tapered them at my ankles.
Yeah.
And my crotch was like 4 inches below my actual crotch.
Right. What they call you? Low crotch?
No, I think at some point they called me rat. They called
whoa. Hold on.
Because I had a mustache, because I think that, and my ears were big, like my head hadn't grown into my ears, like it was just the worst. It was the worst. And that was also the time when some of my stuff got plagiarized, because I saved it on the school computer. And
wait, so you were likened to an animal, and then you were plagiarized.
Yep. And then it sucked. And
that sounds like a nightmare.
But the only thing that was sort of a saving grace was really good friends in the small group that we were in, but also
hold on. You ever get back at these bullies?
No, they're thriving. It's fine.
Yeah. You think so? What are they doing? They work at a toilet factory?
No, I think they're like, the big high paying jobs. They live in nice houses. They're married with kids. Like, they're going on vacations. They wear nice, like, karma doesn't work that way. But the only saving grace was that I was like, I was like, I could see the end. I'm like, in 2 years, I'm out. I'm leaving.
Well, what was interesting was the original question was, what was going on in your mind at 16? And then you told a heartbreaking story.
Well, I think what was going on in my mind was just feeling misunderstood, feeling very ugly, feeling very sad, feeling like I was trapped in a snow globe, even though I'm like, there's more to life outside. People are nice outside of this. Like, it was just, it felt stifling. I couldn't express myself. Like, it was exhausting. It was just also, having raised by TV, you see that certain things happen at certain ages. And I remember telling myself that at 16, being like, I'm not going to date because I'm just going to focus on school. That was not a problem. But even that, like, not being looked at as a person, not being... I just remember I barely watched TV in those 2 years, except for the news. Like, just not feeling like a person. I was exhausted all the time because the program I was in was intense. It was just work all the time.
Yeah.
So...
yeah, but look at you now, Sehar. You're on a internet talk show.
I am.
Some of those people might be millionaires, and they might be going to Punta Cana, And yeah, they might be married. And yeah, they might never have to worry about money. And yeah, they might have health care that's going to take them to the rest of their life. And yeah, they might be able to have anything they want at the snap of their fingers. But you are on an internet talk show.
I
You know
am,
what,
but
you know what I say to them? You know what I say? Haters going to hate.
yeah,
But grader's going to grate. Let's move on to our next question. Sehar, are you ready for this one?
yeah.
All right. What are some of your favorite hobbies or general interests?
Do I have any outside of
Yeah,
improv?
you can't say improv.
I don't know if I can anymore because I'm like, that's just now part of my life.
Yeah.
I don't know what a hobby is. Is
Well,
dancing
hold
a
on.
hobby?
Let's start chipping things away, right? You like smoking cigarettes?
Love no.
Okay, we got to take that one off there. You like sun tanning?
Yeah, is that a hobby? But I don't. I
Why
just,
not? It's Sehar, it's hobbies or general interests.
oh, I don't know. I guess I
Like
like
Minecraft?
no, but I like arts and crafts. I love arts and
Okay.
crafts.
Mm-hmm.
I like cooking. I like I don't know. I like moving my furniture around. I like
Okay,
watching
so
TV.
you like home decor.
Yeah,
You ever heard of this store Zone? You might love Zone.
I've been to Zone a bunch of times. There are
Well,
other alternatives that are great.
Sehar, you've got stuff that you like.
I
You
do.
got-
I have a lot of that.
You like singing?
No.
All right. All right.
Um, I don't know. I like talking to people. I don't know if
Okay.
like,
Okay.
oh
You
well,
like to
okay, I have to
socialize.
be. I mean, I can't say if I say that it was like, oh, talk to me. I'm like, no, no, selective.
Yep.
Um, but I really like that. I like connection. I like getting deep with people.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
I like metaphysical things. I like
You like horoscopes, right?
that's under an umbrella of something, but yeah.
Sure. All right. Well, on that same topic, Sehar, is there something people might be surprised to learn about you? And you can't say that you do improv.
I don't that's not a surprise. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm I don't know if this is a fact,
Well,
but this people I don't know if they're going to be surprised, but I'm going to be on a TV show in September.
yeah. Well, yeah, I would say that for me, that's not surprising,
Yeah.
right? Now, what TV show is this? Are you allowed to tell us?
I I
Is
guess
it
so.
Murdoch Mysteries?
No, it's Transplant, but that's
Mhm.
airing in September. I don't know what would people be surprised to
Well,
know
how about
about?
this? I'd like to throw something into the ether that you're a pretty good dancer.
Oh, yeah, I guess because I'm like you and you know that, but I guess yeah, there's a lot of people that who don't actually in the past like 2-3 years, people don't know that because I just
Yeah, I would say people be like, Sehar, a dancer, you get right out of town. And
yeah.
then you turn on the music, maybe a
Well,
bit of Michael Jackson.
it has to be good music.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
All right. Well, so who are some of your favorite artists to dance to?
Oh, I was thinking about there's a remix, the No Diggity people. Who sang that song?
No
I really
Diggity.
I love Chromeo. I love funk, Jamiroquai.
Yeah.
Like from the beginning, Magic System. I love like Donna Summer, Cool in the Gang,
Yeah.
Barry White. Who else? Vehicles, Ides of March. Is that I really like that song.
See, Sehar, you have interests in general hobbies.
Oh, I've got so many. I know I'm an interesting person. I can't see it for myself. Oh, I love Janet Jackson.
Sure.
Um,
And what about
no,
Tito Jackson or
I
maybe
don't
Randy Jackson?
probably in the collective Jackson 5, but
Yeah.
I don't remember. I really love British pop and not just Spice Girls, but like the era from like 1990 to 2004.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. You're a big fan of Republica.
Boyzone, yeah, like all the Westlife.
Yeah.
That's like
Elastica, perhaps.
yeah, S Club 7, like the wholesome like WAP was not something I grew up with, and I'm glad
Yeah.
it wasn't. I really like that I grew up with wholesome
Yeah.
music
Yeah.
because
All
it was
right.
about the music.
Well, Sehar, look, we have full phone lines right now. You ready to hear what some of these people have to ask of you?
Yes, Kylie Minogue.
All right. Well, Kylie Minogue is probably not one of the callers.
No, I know, but
Which phone line do you want? 1 through 5. You pick.
5. Let's start with 5.
5 it is. Line 5, you're on the air. That's Sehar. I'm James. Who are you?
Hello.
Hi, who's calling?
Hello. This is John from Doorbell.
John from Dorval. You're second John tonight.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Well,
The
in fairness,
common
the other
name.
one was a Johnny. John from Dorval, you got a question for Sehar?
Yeah. I met somebody, and I wasn't sure how to tell if we had a special connection or not. Like, I don't know if she's that into me, or if like, how do you know if you're on the same wavelength as somebody, as a potential partner?
All right, so you're asking Sehar a question in the world of romance.
That's right.
All right, Sehar, what do you think about that?
Well, first of all, I think it's a vibe. If you're even questioning it, it probably is. But a big tell is very much, can you talk to this person for more than 2 hours? And like, does it just flow and you lose track of time? Because that's been a big indication where you literally only leave because you're like, okay, you have work or you have another commitment or you have, to go to sleep or whatever. But if you can, who can you just carry the conversation on with? And doesn't mean you're talking the whole time, but who are you guys both comfortable spending more than 2.5 hours together comfortably? That
Can you socialize for long periods of time without it becoming exhaustive or flat?
That's a
So
big
far, it's going
indication.
pretty well with that.
Yeah, well, why don't you tell us about it, John?
Well, the thing I was, me and I don't want to reveal her name. Just
Well,
for
I'll give her a fake
privacy.
name.
Okay.
How about Sehar or something like that?
Sure. Yeah. Sehar. And things have been going well. We get in long conversations, and she invited me to hang out at a parking lot.
That's a big giveaway already. She invited you. Are
Yeah,
there
so
any other people on this hangout, or is it mostly you?
it was just the two of us. But then the weird thing was that she had dirt all over her lips.
Well, that might mean she's been doing some kissing in the park. What do you think about that, Sehar? She had dirt all over her mouth.
I think that just means she's outdoorsy and she doesn't have chapstick, so she wants to borrow yours.
That's what that means?
She did ask me for my chapstick.
Oh, well, then I guess I'm out to lunch on this whole thing. Well, John, can I ask you a follow-up question that's kind of unrelated?
Sure, yeah.
Are you in your backyard right now?
Yeah, I am actually.
Can you
hear the insects?
Are you, a little bit, little crickets. Are you in or near a pool?
I got my feet in my my hot tub.
You drinking a beer? Or some type of alcoholic beverage?
I'm having a spritzer. An Aperol spritz.
All right. Something's going on in the West Island today. Well, how do you feel about that answer, John?
It's good. I'm happy. I'm excited to take things further with Sehar.
Yeah, I think you and Sehar are probably gonna be pretty happy with each other. You guys will be kissing in a park in no time.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. Well, thanks for the call, John. Have a good night and good luck.
No problem.
All right, Sehar, 1, 2, 3. Once again, we have full phone lines. What line do you want?
2.
Line 2, you're on the air. That's Sehar. I'm James. Who are you?
Hello.
Hey, who's calling?
Hi, this is Aaron.
Aaron, is it now?
Yeah, Aaron.
Yeah, where are you calling
from?
Like
Aaron Brockovich.
Oh,
sure.
Aaron. Okay.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Vaudreuil-Dorion.
Oh wow, that's far. I was invited to a wedding there. I didn't go.
Oh,
it's far. I guess that depends where you are, right?
Yeah. It's not far. Maybe if you're in like Point Claire, Kirkland, or DDO.
Yeah, exactly. If you're
really close,
Island. Yeah, it's pretty close.
What's going on tonight, Aaron?
Not much. What's going on with you?
Just hosting the show. Happy to have some callers and Sehar. We're having a hard-hitting interview night. Yeah, we're having a good time.
Right. Sehar, I had a question for you. Now, I'm a Sagittarius.
Oh.
And someone at work asked me out, and they're a Scorpio. And I was wondering if those astrological signs meet, or if there's going to be conflict there, and I should say no.
What do you think, Sehar?
2 things. It's not. You can be compatible with anybody else. The thing is, you're not limited to your sun sign. So if you know their Venus or other planetary placements, like I'm a Gemini, I'm a triple Gemini, but I have 3 Capricorn placements. So kind of works that way. But with Scorpio and Sagittarius, because they're neighbors, there's no conflict really, but if you look at the characteristics, Sagittarius is a fire sign and Scorpio is a water sign. So
Right,
it's
right.
super steamy, but also,
Oh, so it's steamy.
well, water can also put fire out.
Well, hold on. Now, what do you
Oh.
think about that, Aaron? The potential that it's steamy, but it could put things out.
Well, things have been a little hot and heavy between me and my colleague.
Well, what's the? I guess we don't want to give the colleague's name away.
No, we'll
Why don't we
call
just give him
him
a fake name?
Sehar.
What's that? Yeah, we'll call him Sehar.
I'm gonna call him Sehar.
Well, here's the thing, Sagittarius is all about adventure and expansive, just like the yeah, like shoot your arrow, like the centaur, just far and go and energetic and travel. And then Scorpio for sure is more sensitive. It isn't, but here's the thing, it doesn't mean that you're not sensitive. The flame can be moved by air and wind, so
Well,
you are
let's
both
ask.
sensitive.
Aaron, would you say that you're sensitive?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an empath.
Oh,
yeah, well, so is Scorpio. They're highly intuitive because they're
All right.
water signs. You just have to, you're dealing with somebody who's very, very sensitive, whatever gender they are. In
Well,
general,
Sehar, you're talking about.
yeah, you're talking about Sehar.
yes.
Sehar's sensitive.
Yes. I think you should still go for it, but I think you should check out what their other placements are. Check out what their Venus placements are, what their Mars placements are. I would even check out what their moon sign is, because that will sort of
Okay.
tell you their emotional state, and add to this sort of compatibility. You can even look at their North Node, and maybe that
James,
will
do you
add.
agree?
I couldn't agree more.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll try it out.
Don't discount someone based on their astrological sign. There's a lot more. There's also trauma.
All right, so there might be a trauma. Aaron, if you're prepared for that, can I ask you a quick question? Where are you calling from tonight? Within your hometown?
Well, I'm calling from the public pool.
Well, I guess. Well, I guess curfew's different there.
Curfew's different, and the public pool sort of faces my backyard.
All right. Are you? I don't know, enjoying a beverage tonight?
Yeah, I am actually.
What are you drinking?
I'm having a mint julep.
A mint julep. All right. Well, have a good night, and thanks for the call.
You too.
All right. Tennessee Williams over here. So I've been told that we've got the production note I received is a bit of a wild person. I don't know what this means. It's coming in on line 4. Sarah, you want to take a potential wacky caller?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So yeah, that's Sehar. I'm James. Who are you? You're on.
Hey,
Oh, this really is a wacky caller. Who am I talking to?
how you doing, James? This is Johnny in the morning.
Johnny in the morning?
Yeah, I'm calling to you live from my radio show.
Oh, so you're on the radio right now. Where are you calling from? What time is it if you're Johnny in the morning?
I broadcast out of Australia, so it is 7 a.m.
Are you a local?
The dot.
Yeah, are
you a
you
local?
Canadian? Did you immigrate there?
I'm born in Canada, and I emigrated to Australia a couple years back.
Yeah, where were you born in Canada, right? You from Quebec?
I was born in Ile Perrot.
Ilboro. Okay, you're born in Ilboro.
My old boss used to go sailing there.
Well, who's your
what's
old
his
boss?
name?
Toby.
Toby. I know Toby.
He's the only British man in Ile Perrot.
Yeah, he sounds a little bit like, how you doing, governor?
You know,
Exactly.
this really is a wacky caller. So you're telling me that Sehar and myself, we are live on your show while you are live
That's
on
right.
my show.
That's correct.
All right. Do you have a topic for the night? Or should I say the morning?
Yeah, we're doing questions with some of our guests.
Okay, well, who's your guest?
I've got a Brian.
Can we talk to Brian?
Yep, he's right over here. Hold on. Hey, Brian, you ready for a go? Hello?
Hey, Brian. So you're taking questions right now?
That's right.
What's the subject tonight?
Subjects, me.
Oh, we're taking questions about you, Sehar. You got any questions about Brian from Australia?
Where in Australia are you from?
I'm from Byron Bay.
That's a nice place to be. That's where the
It's the
Hemsworth.
West Island of Australia.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah. Where are you guys broadcasting from this morning?
We're by my pool,
Oh, you're doing an on-site?
sipping on a Foster's.
Yeah, you want to put Johnny in the morning back on?
Hey, what's going on?
Johnny, thanks for calling in and have a good rest of your broadcast day.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Sehar, anything for Johnny in the morning?
No, it's probably Johnny in the evening right now for him though.
Yeah, this may have been
No.
another prank call.
Oh wait, no, it's evening for us. It's
Yeah.
never mind.
All right, well, Johnny in the morning, thanks so much and have a good rest of the morning.
Keep it crispy.
Yeah, thanks. We'll keep it crispy. Well, Sehar, look, thanks for popping by this evening. We hope you're going to keep it crispy for the rest of the night. What are you doing for the rest of the night?
I have to fold some clothes and then I'm gonna call it an evening.
You know, people think that actors have a glamorous life, and guess what? They do.
Yep.
Sehar, thanks again. We'll talk to you probably in 2 to 4 months.
Okay.
All right. That's Sehar Manji, folks. That's our show. What a night it's been. But I'd be remiss. We can't end the night with the last call being Johnny in the morning, right? It's been a night of calls. Every week we do it. We roll the dice. Let's roll it one last time. We're going to go to lucky number line 3. Line 3, you're on the air. I'm James. Who are you?
Hey, this is Mark.
Mark, where are you calling from tonight?
I'm calling from Il Bazaar.
Il Bazaar, of course you are. How's it going in Il Bazaar tonight?
It's a little, it's going well.
Yeah, it's going well. Slow night?
Yeah, slow night, just enjoying the view.
Okay, can I, I've been sensing a theme tonight. A lot of our callers, they've been from the West Island. They've been in their backyard, in or around a pool, drinking some type of alcoholic beverage. Is that what you're doing tonight?
In so many words, yeah.
In so many words, and what other words could someone use?
Well, it's an infinity pool.
What's an infinity pool?
It's a pool that sort of creates an optical illusion, like it goes on forever.
Right, so it's a pool.
It's an infinity pool.
Right, but it's a pool.
Sure.
All right, so in so many words, you're in the pool, or in so many words, are you drinking anything tonight?
I am, yeah.
What are you drinking? Infinity beer?
What's that?
Well, it's a beer that's an optical illusion. It's almost like the bottle never fully empties.
Oh, okay.
That's ridiculous, right?
That's insane.
Yeah. What are you drinking?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm having
No.
Who? Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay. Anyway, I'm having a Molson X.
Awesome.
Thanks.
So what are you calling in for tonight?
Oh, I wanted to mention this to you. This is At Home with James, right?
Yeah. Thank you. Finally, someone knows what show they are calling into.
I tuned in because I was listening to the Joe Rogan Experience.
Sure.
And people kept calling in, asking questions for James.
Wait. People were calling into the Joe Rogan Experience thinking they were calling at home, so we had the opposite problem?
I guess the numbers got swapped.
What were some of the questions? Maybe I can answer them.
Well, there was a lot of questions about love.
Okay.
There was questions about that Alex Gauthier fellow.
Yep, sure. Yeah, he was a guest earlier tonight.
People were a bit sketched about that guy.
Yeah. Well, he was taking his shirt off multiple times.
He also made fun of a teacher who
Mr. Potter
hurt his arm.
Yeah,
Mr. Potter.
It was a little mean, but he also mentioned that he would apologize for it if given the opportunity.
That's true. People did say that.
Well, now am I to understand correctly that you meant to call into the Joe Rogan show earlier on, but now you're calling into mine?
No, I was listening to Joe Rogan, heard about your show through Joe Rogan, and decided to call in this show.
Awesome. Well, how do you like it so far?
Hey, it's pretty good, my man.
Well, thanks so much. Can I expect you to be tuning in next week?
Yeah, never going to listen to Joe Rogan again. Now I'm listening to James Rogan.
Well, that's not my last name.
Oh, well, whatever.
James
Whatever the hell this is.
Yeah,
okay,
James
sorry.
McGee.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Okay.
Look, it's fine. Well, look, thanks for calling in and have a good rest of the night and Il Bizarre.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Have a good one.
Hey, you too.
All right. That's our show. I don't know how this show came so popular with the people of the West Island, but who couldn't have foreseen that happening? I've never been particularly popular in the downtown area, Plateau, even in my own neighborhood. So perhaps I'm going to blow up. I'm going to be opening up for Bowser and Blue any day now. From St. Henry to the West Island, all the way to Hudson. Folks, that's our show. I want to thank all of our callers for calling in. Phone lines are now closed. I want to thank Alex Gauthier, Sehar Manji for being here. And I hope you tune in this Wednesday as we celebrate the life and times of Andy Asaf. Until then, I'm James. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, and of course, be well.